Have you ever noticed a woman talking to you, but her eyes are telling a completely different story? She smiles faintly, her gaze lingers on your eyes for a brief moment, and then quickly shifts away. This isn't just an ordinary glance, it's a subtle checkmate signal. Women rarely express sexual interest openly because they know doing so can change a certain perception of their personality. That's why they use their eyes as a weapon. Prolonged eye contact, followed by suddenly looking away, is a psychological trap. It builds curiosity and makes you wonder what's going on in her mind. This doesn't mean you should make a big move immediately. It means she's testing whether you can read that silent signal or not. The right response: return the gaze, but for the same amount of time. Let her feel that you caught the signal, but you're not rushing. The game of subtle personal questions. When a woman suddenly starts asking you questions that are slightly more personal than casual conversation, it's not just talk for the sake of talking. For example, who do you usually spend time with? What type of girl do you like? These questions have a double purpose. On one hand, she's gathering information about you, and on the other, she's testing how openly you can talk. Women usually ask such questions only when they have a personal interest in you. If they don't, the conversation will remain on general topics. The right response: answer openly, but leave out a little detail so she's compelled to ask more. This increases attraction and makes her want to know you better. The excuse of physical contact. This signal is so powerful that many men underestimate it. If she lightly touches your arm while talking, rests her hand on your shoulder when laughing, or stands unusually close to you in a crowd, it's not accidental. Women use physical contact to see how safe and excited it feels to be around you. It's a psychological green light that physical distance can be reduced. But remember, this doesn't mean you should immediately grab her hand or hug her. The right response: keep the contact natural, but after a minute or two, make light contact yourself, such as briefly touching her hand while laughing in conversation. This keeps balance and reinforces the signal. Sharing unusual details of her day. When a woman starts sharing small details of her life, like what she had for breakfast, what book she's reading, or which friends she talked to, it's not just passing time. It's proof that she wants you to be part of her daily world. Women share micro details only with men they feel close to. Psychologically, this is the beginning of intimacy. She's telling you, I want you to know me in a way others don't. The right response: show interest, ask questions, and connect her detail to something else engaging. This deepens the bond, the weapon of laughter. If she laughs at every little joke you make, even the ones you know aren't particularly funny, it's a sign she wants your attention. Laughter is a natural bonding tool, and women reserve it for men they want to get closer to. In truth, she's not just laughing at the joke, she's letting you feel that your presence brings her joy. The right response: keep the humor alive, but don't turn into a clown. Balance the laughter with moments of seriousness and charm to maintain attraction. Unusual depth in questions. When a woman asks you questions that go beyond the usual "where do you live" or "what do you do," reaching into your life experiences, dreams, and fears, it's a sign she's not just interested in surface-level information. For example, what's the biggest risk you've ever taken in life? When was the happiest moment you've ever felt? These kinds of questions are emotional steps toward closeness. She wants to open you up mentally and emotionally so the connection isn't just superficial. The right response: answer honestly and occasionally ask deep questions yourself so the bond becomes mutual. Sharing personal items. If she suddenly hands you something personal like her jacket, a book, a pen, or a keepsake, it's a psychological anchor. A woman usually does this when she wants you to have something that reminds you of her. It's a soft but strong signal that she wants to make the relationship memorable. The right response: show that you value the item, and when you return it next time, make a light comment like, "This jacket was so comfortable, it was hard to give back." Getting involved in your interests. When she suddenly takes interest in your hobbies or passions, even if they're new to her, it's a clear signal. For example, you watch football, and next time she brings up the score or talks about the players. This is her way of stepping into your world and creating shared experiences. The right response: include her in your activities, but in a way that doesn't make her feel pressured. Frequent online presence signals. If she reacts to every social media post you make, comments often, or starts conversations through messages, it's not a coincidence. It's a digital signal that she wants your attention to keep returning to her. This becomes an even stronger sign if she messages late at night or early in the morning times, when people tend to show their true priorities. The right response: respond positively from time to time, but don't always be the one to start the conversation. This keeps the attraction game alive. Playful teasing and joking. If she teases you playfully, makes sarcastic remarks about your words, or imitates your mannerisms, it's childhood-style flirting. It's a game that mixes humor with attraction. She wants to see how you respond, whether you get annoyed or play along with the same energy. The right response: join in the game, reply to her teasing with something witty or slightly cheeky to keep the atmosphere lively. Referencing memories. When a woman remembers your past words, favorite places, or stories and brings them up again in conversation, it's not ordinary. It shows she not only listens carefully, but also stores those details in her mind to deepen the connection. For example, you mentioned you love the ocean. Yesterday I went to a beach and you came to mind. The right response: appreciate the memory and with a gentle smile say, "Wow, I'm glad I came to mind." Showing concern for your physical well-being. If she repeatedly asks about your health or comfort, like, "You look tired, is everything okay?" or "Have you eaten today?" it's a sign she's personally invested in your well-being. This is an emotional investment signal, usually appearing when attraction and attachment are growing. The right response: thank her and respond warmly so she feels you value her care. Praising you in front of others. When she compliments you in front of someone else, whether it's about your intelligence, clothing, or an achievement, it's a sign she wants to highlight you socially. This does two things. First, it boosts your confidence. Second, it subtly tells you she's proud of you. The right response: accept the compliment lightly and if possible, ignore. Ledge her positively in that moment too. Contacting you in unplanned moments. If she calls or messages you without a specific reason, it's a strong signal. Women are usually busy with their routines, so calling just because means you're on her mind. The right response: reply positively and cheerfully, but don't let her be the only one initiating. Sometimes surprise her with an unplanned call or message too, including you in her inner circle. When she introduces you to her friends, siblings, or close people, it's a deep signal. It means she wants to give you an important place in her personal life, a step usually taken when she sees the relationship as serious or long-term. The right response: be polite, respect her circle, and later tell her you enjoyed meeting her close ones.